Hello children, let's come back to our maths class. Today we are going to continue with the exercise 3.17. Yes children, already we have seen two sums under 3.17. Today we are going to continue with sum number 3. And this exercise, that is exercise 3.17, deals with the operation of matrix. That is, you have to add the matrix and you have to subtract the matrix, and in some cases we have a scalar multiplication. I just tell you what is a scalar multiplication when we just deal with sum number 4. So in sum number 4 you have a multiplication part over there. So I'll be telling you how to multiply a matrix with a particular number. Suppose if one number is given to you, and how to multiply a number to the given matrix in the sum number 4. Okay children, let's continue our classwork. Take down your classwork. Write down today's date. You can just continue the sums. Take down question number 3. Find x and y. So you have to find x and y. They have given you two equations over there. Like x plus y is equal to 7035, and also you have been given with the value for x minus y, which is 3004. 3004. So you have two values, one for x plus y and one for x minus y. X plus y is 7035 and x minus y is 3004. So now what is the question? You have to find out the value for x and you have to find out the value for y. So we have to find out this. So let's see how to solve the sum and get the answer. I hope you are ready with the question, children. Just get ready with the question. You have to present your sums neatly. Presentation should be neat. You have to take down the question also. No one is going to write down their answers directly. You have to write the question. Along with the question, we are going to write down the answer. Have you taken down, children? Okay, let's start with the work. So first of all, I am going to add this two matrix. See, I have x plus y and I have x minus y. So first thing is we are going to add these two. So I'll be writing this as, write the solution here. Solution x plus y is equal to 7035. Take this as number 1. X minus y is equal to 3004. Take this as number 2. You have to do the sums along with me, children. Okay, have you taken it as 1 and 2? Now, what are we going to do is, we are going to add 1 and 2. So write down here. I'll just do here. Adding 1 and 2. Adding 1 and 2. So we are going to add 1 and 2. See here how to write down this. X plus y is equal to 7035, and write down here below x minus y, like we add the numbers 2 plus 3, yes children. So we write one below the other, same manner you have to write down one below the other. So x minus y is equal to 3004. So we are going to add this 2. Just put a main sign here as plus because we are going to do addition. X plus y is equal to 7035. X minus y is equal to 3004. Okay, now let us go for the addition part. Whenever you are going for the addition, no need to change the sign. We are just going to keep the same sign, or that is, we are going to keep the sign of the terms same. No need to do any changes when you are performing addition. Just keep this in your mind, children. Okay, now x plus x. What is x plus x? Yes, 2x. X plus x, 2x. Plus y minus y. What happens to plus y and minus y? Plus y minus y gets cancelled. X plus x, 2x. Plus y minus y gets cancelled. This is equal to. Now let us go for the addition of matrix. And I have told you, whenever you do the addition, you have to add the corresponding elements. Just do not go on simply adding with any other elements. Choose the corresponding elements and you are going to add them. Now 7, 3. See the first element and the first element. So you have to add 7 and 3. So what is 7 plus 3, children? Yes, it's 10. Okay. 0 plus 0. This is the corresponding element. 0 plus 0. So what is 0 plus 0? 0. Now come to the third one. Third element, 3 plus 0. What is 3 plus 0? 3. 5 plus 4. It's 9. So we have added the matrix. I'll just explain to you once again. X plus x is equal to 2x. Now plus y minus y gets cancelled. So y term goes off. So 7 plus 3, 10. 0 plus 0, 0. 3 plus 0, 3. 5 plus 4, 9. So we have found the value for 2x. But I don't want the value for 2x. I want the value for x. So what are you going to do is, you just write down here, therefore, x is equal to, bring this 2, that is 2 is on the LHS part. Now you are going to bring this 2 to the RHS part. So this is the multiplication. So when a number is in multiplication form on the LHS side, and now you are going to take to the RHS side, so it turns to be a division. So you get x is equal to half. Are you getting my point, children? So the 2 comes to this side, and when 2 comes from LHS to RHS, you have to write it as half. So half, and you have to write the matrix as it is. 10, 0, 3, 9. So what do you get the value for x as? X is equal to half of 10, 0, 3, 9. Now what are we going to do? We are going to write one more step and we are going to finalize the answer. Let us write the value for x, children. Now we are just going to multiply by half. See, this is, you can just write smaller, no need to write so big, children, you can just write as it is. Okay, so half, so this is, I am going to multiply 10 by half. So what is 10 by half? It's 10 upon 2, 0 upon 2, because, see, this is like this, 10 into 1 upon 2. So what do you get? 10 into 1 upon 2 means 10 upon 2. 0 into 1 upon 2 means 0 upon 2, and so on. So 3 into 1 upon 2. 3 upon 2. 9 into 1 upon 2. 9 upon 2. So this is called a scalar multiplication. I have, before I started the class, I told you that I'll be giving you an idea in fourth sum, and already we have using this in our third sum also. So this is a scalar multiplication. That is, you are multiplying a number to the matrix, or you are multiplying a matrix to a given number. So when you are multiplying, you have to multiply the number to each and every element. Okay, children? So what do you get here? X is equal to 10 upon 2. 0 into 1 upon 2 is 0 upon 2. 3 into 1 upon 2, that is 3 upon 2. 9 into 1 upon 2, that is 9 upon 2. So we have found the multiplication. So now let us write down final answer. So x is equal to, wherever the simplification is possible, try to do the simplification. Otherwise, you can just keep the answers as it is. So 10 upon 2 is 5. 0 upon 2 is 0. No need to write down the answer in decimals. You just keep it as a fraction. So 3 upon 2 and 9 upon 2. So we have found the value for x. What is the value for x, children? 5, 0, 3 by 2, 9 by 2. If you just put in decimals, it's not wrong. You can do it, but keep it in the form of fraction. So wherever you can do the simplifications, you just do it. And others, you can keep it the same. So we have found the first part of the question. That is, we have found the value for x. Now let us go for y part. Now we have to find out the value for y. We are going to follow the same manner. What we have done here is we added 1 and 2. Yes, children? Now what are you going to do is we are going to subtract 1 and 2. So when you subtract 1 and 2, what happens is you get the value for y. When you add, you get the value for x. And when we subtract, we are going to get the value for y. So let us follow the step and get the value for y. I'll just continue over here. I'll just put here subtracting 2 from 1. So 2, we are going to subtract 2 from 1. This is the last one we will write first. Yes, children? So subtracting 2 from 1. So write down first x plus y is equal to 7035. I'll just write down this side. X plus y is equal to 7035. X minus y is equal to 3004. So we have just taken on the same sets of numbers. We have taken x plus y and we have taken x minus y. So subtracting 2 from 1. I am going to subtract. And remember, children, be careful when you do this step. Whenever you are dealing with a subtraction, this type of sum already we have done in our 9th standard. Again, I just want you to remind you, if you are dealing with a negative sign, you have to change the sign of the second terms. That is, you are not going to touch the first term at all. No need to change anything over here. You are going to change the second one. So now what is the sign here? See, children, this is plus, yes? So the plus x will change to minus. You can just put the changes over here. The plus x changes to minus. The minus y will change to plus. So you have to put here plus. Just write the sign below the main sign. Now what was the sign? Actual sign minus. Yes, children? So we are going to change minus in terms of plus. Why are we changing here? Because we are going to do the subtraction. And whenever you do subtraction, remember to change the sign of the second part. If you do not change the sign, everything goes wrong. So be careful. You have to change the sign. So now this is plus x. The plus x will turn to minus x. Minus y will change to plus y. Okay. Now here, what to do here? What are we going to do here is, we are just going to change the sign. I'm just going to put here minus. That's all. I'll just put a minus sign in front of the matrix. That means whenever I choose a number, I have to just keep in mind that I'm going to take the negative of this matrix. We have already done the negative of the matrix. I hope you remember it, children. So if A was given to you, suppose if A is 3, 4, 5, 6, what will be minus of A? Yeah, you have to just change the sign. If suppose you have a positive element, means it turns to be negative. If you have a negative element, it turns to be positive. So you have to be very careful when you find the negative of the matrix. So negative means you have to change the sign of the element. The positive element changes to negative element and negative element changes to positive element. Okay, children? So we have just changed the sign. So wherever the sign was to be changed, we have changed the sign. Now let us go for the calculation part. X minus x. Do not take the old sign. You have to go for the new one. So x minus x, it gets cancelled. You can just do this cancellation with the help of a pencil. You can take your pencil and you can strike out. X minus x is cancelled. Okay. Now you have plus y and you have plus y. I told you don't take the old one. You have to take the new sign. That is the changed sign. So plus y plus y. What is plus y plus y? 2y. Yes. You get your 2y. Be careful, children. It's y plus y. Don't take the old one. We have changed the negative to positive. So y plus y gives you 2y. Okay, now here the main part comes. Now what are we going to do here? See the RHS part carefully, children. 7, don't add it. What is the main here sign? What is the main sign here? It's minus. And I have told you, you have to take the negative. Negative means the positive number will turn to be negative. The negative number will turn to be positive. Okay. So 7 minus 3. 7 minus 3. What is the answer for 7 minus 3, children? Yes, that's very easy answer. 4. Good. 0 minus 0. 0. Be careful. Here the numbers may be simple, but where you make mistake is you make the mistake in the sign. You make a mistake in sign, so you have to be very careful with the sign. Next, 3 minus 0. 3 minus 0. Be careful with the element. I have told you, you have to choose the corresponding element. So 3 minus 0. See, 3 and 0. So the answer is 3. Okay, next. 5 minus 4. 5 minus 4. The answer is 1. Yes. We have found the matrix. So 2y is equal to 4, 0, 3, 1. I want the answer in terms of y. Yes, children? So we are going to write down y. What is the value for y? Y is equal to, as we have proceeded for the half part, that is the first half part. We just brought this 2 to the RHS side. So now just bring the y. So y is equal to, the 2 turns to be half. 2 is a multiplication. When it comes to the RHS, you have to take the reciprocal of it. So 2 is half. That is, the reciprocal of 2 is half. 4, 0, 3, 1. Now you have to just multiply the elements by half. I'll just work out here. So y is equal to 4 into half, 4 by 2. 0 into half, 0 by 2. 3 into half, 3 by 2. 1 into half, 1 by 2. Okay, children. So I have multiplied the elements by half. So I get 4 by 2. 0 into half is 0 by 2. 3 into 1 by 2 is 3 by 2. 1 into 1 by 2 is 1 by 2. So we get the elements over here. Now you have to do the simplification wherever it's possible. So 4 upon 2, yes, 2. 2 2s are 4. 0. No need to convert in terms of decimal. You just keep the numbers as a fraction. So you get here 3 by 2 and you get here 1 by 2. The same number. I am just copying the same numbers. 3 by 2 and 1 by 2. So we have found the value for x and we have found the value for y. Let us write on the final statement, children. Therefore, x is equal to 5, 0, 3 by 2, 9 by 2, and y is equal to 2, 0, 3 by 2, 1 by 2. So this is the required answer. Write down the final statement. You can highlight your answer using a box. Just complete your answer, children. I hope the sum was clear to you. It was an easy sum. The sums may be lengthier, but you have to just follow the steps. Once you go on following the step, your sums become easy. Okay, children, let us go for the next sum. Now you are going to continue with question number 4. Take down question number 4. They have given a matrix over there. Yes, children, 2 matrices are given to you. Write down the matrix. Question number 4. The first subpart. I am going to do the first subpart and the second subpart will be a homework, children. I'll write the homework here. Homework. Fourth question, second subpart is your homework. Homework, exercise 3.17. Question number 4. Second subpart is your homework. Okay. I'm going to do the first subpart. What is the matrix given to you? A is given. What is the value for elements of A? A is 0, 4, 9. A is equal to 0, 4, 9, 8, 3, 7. Yes. A is 0, 4, 9, 8, 3, 7. Okay, let's go for the next matrix. What is the value for B given to you? 7, 3, 8. 7, 3, 8, 1, 4, 9. Okay, so they have given you two matrix A and B. Okay. First of all, let us go for the order. Let us check the order over here. Go for the order. Let us check the order. What is the order of the matrix, children? How many rows do you have? One row, two row. So two row. And how many columns do you have? 1, 2, 3. So total number of columns, 3. So what is the order of the matrix? 2 cross 3. Don't write, don't multiply the answer. You cannot multiply. For order, you cannot multiply. You have to keep it as 2 cross 3. That is 2 is the number of rows. 3 is the number of columns. Let us find the order over here. You can just write down the order here. 2 cross 3. Near that bracket, okay? Below the bracket, you can write the order. Okay, let's come to this part. Let's check the number of rows. 1, 2. Check the number of columns. 1, 2, 3. So 2 cross 3. Okay, children, so we have found the order. I have told you we can add or we can subtract the matrix if the orders are same. You should get a same order of matrix. Otherwise, we cannot add or subtract the matrix. But in case of multiplication, it is not that matter. For multiplication, you can just multiply. But for multiplication, we have another condition to be followed that I'll be telling you when we go for the multiplication part. Just remember, for addition and subtraction, whenever you follow or whenever you do addition of matrix or whenever you do subtraction of matrix, the orders of the matrix should be the same. 2 cross 3, 2 cross 3. The orders are same. So if the orders are same, I can perform addition or I can perform subtraction. So just we have checked it. So we have got the same order, that is 2 cross 3. 2 is the number of row and 3 is the number of column. Okay, now let's go for the first subpart. What is this first subpart given to you? Yes, you have to find out the value of B minus 5A. So, the first one is B minus 5A. Okay, children, shall we proceed with the answer? First of all, we have to just substitute the matrix. What is the question given to you? It's B minus 5A. What is the value for B? Yes, write on the value for B. 7, 3, 8. You can do the sum along with me, children. This is a very easy sum. You have to just substitute the value for matrix properly. That's all. Come on, let us substitute the value first. What is the elements of B? 7, 3, 8, 1, 4, 9. Okay. Minus. Main sign minus 5. I'll just put here 5. Okay. Now we have to write the elements of A. What are the elements of A? 0, 4, 9, 8, 3, 7. Okay, children? So I have just substituted. Now what are we going to do is, I have to solve this. Yes, children? This is like a scalar multiplication. We have already followed in our sum number 3. Yes? We have to multiply each and every element with 5. Okay? So let's do the multiplication part first. I'll keep B as it is. 7, 3, 8, 1, 4, 9 minus. Okay. Now I'm going to do the multiplication. Do not forget, you have to multiply to each and every element. So 5 into 0, 0. 5 into 0, don't write 5 there. Any number multiplied by 0 is 0. So 5 into 0, 0. Okay, children, complete the remaining elements. Just multiply the remaining elements with 5 and get the answer. So 5 into 0 is 0. Okay, now let us have a check. Don't get confused with the sign. We are not worrying about the sign now. Your work is just to multiply the number 5 to all the elements. Okay, children? So it's 5 into 0, 0. 5 fours are 20. 5 nines are 45. So I have completed the first row. 5 eights are 40. 5 into 3, 15. 5 sevens are 35. I have completed the multiplication part. Okay, so now let's go for the simplification and let's go for the subtraction part. So this is equal to 7. I have told you whenever you do addition or whenever you do subtraction, follow up the corresponding element. So 7 minus 0. Be careful children. 7 minus 0. What is 7 minus 0? 7. Oh. 3 minus 20. Just don't write there 17. You have to be careful with the sign. We are dealing with the integers here. So 3 minus 20. What is 3 minus 20? Plus minus minus. So you get the answer as 17. One more thing. You have to write the sign of the bigger number. Which is a bigger number here? 20 is a bigger number. What is the sign for 20? It's minus. So the answer is minus 17. Okay children, complete the remaining work. Have you completed children? Just be careful with the sign. When you do the subtraction, you have to be careful with the sign. So 8 minus 45. What is 8 minus 45? 45 minus 8. So 8 minus 45, yes. So we have to do subtraction. So 45 minus 8. 15 minus 8, 7. So 37, yes children. Sign of the bigger number is minus. You have plus minus. So minus is for bigger number. So the answer is minus 37. Okay. 1 minus 40. 1 minus 40. Yes. 39. Sign of the bigger number is minus. So the answer is minus 39. Next. 4 minus 15. 4 minus 15. 15 minus 4, 11. So sign of the bigger number is minus. So minus 11. 9 minus 35. 6. Yes. 9 plus 6, 15. 2, 26. So minus 26. 9 minus 35. So again sign of the bigger number is minus. So you get the answer is minus 26. So the answer is 7 minus 17 minus 37 minus 39 minus 11 minus 26. So we have found the first subpart of question number 4. Similarly, you are going to complete your second subpart. I hope you can do the sum, yes children? Okay, good. Now let us go for sum number 5. Take down question number 5. Question number 5. On question number 5, find the values of x, y and z if. Again here we have two subparts. The first subpart will be done by me in our classwork. That is, we are going to do the first sum as classwork. And the second one will be a homework, children. Try out the second sum as homework. So So here I'll be just writing down here. So homework is 4th question, second subpart. 5th question, second subpart. Okay. So let us go for the first subpart. It's x minus 3, 3x minus z, x plus y plus 7, x plus y plus z, and this is equal to 1016. So you have been given with the matrix x minus 3, 3x minus z, x plus y plus 7, x plus y plus z is equal to 1016. And now here you have to find out the values for x, you have to find out the value for y, and also you have to find out the value for z. Let us find out the answers. Okay, let's see over here how to start with the sum. This is of the type equal matrix. Children, do you remember equal matrix? We had an equal to sign. That means here we have 2 by 2. That is 2 rows and 2 columns. 2 rows, 2 column, 2 rows, 2 columns. So you can take the same element to be equal. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the first. I have told you that whenever you solve the equal matrix, try to take the elements which are involving with the one variable, so that we will get the value. So I'll take this first. I'll write down here from the matrix x minus 3, the x minus 3 value is equal to be 1. That is their equal matrix. So you have to take the first element equal to the first element. The corresponding elements are equal. So from the matrix x minus 3 is equal to 1. I hope you are clear, children. X minus 3 is equal to 1. So solve it. So x is equal to 1. Take this 3 to that side. So minus 3 turns to be plus 3. Therefore x is equal to 4. I got the first value, I got the value for x. So x is equal to 4. So we got the first value, we got the value for x. What is the value for x, children? It is 4. Okay, now we are going to take down the second element. Now just see the second element. The second element deals with x and z. Okay, children? So here, if I take this element, now already I know the value for x. Yes, so we can find out the value for z. So write down here. Okay, I'll put here. 3x minus z is equal to, what is the corresponding value for 3x minus z, children? It's 0. Yeah. 3x minus z is equal to 0. I'll just substitute the value for x. I have already found here. So 3 into 4 minus z is equal to 0. We know the value for x. So 3 into 4 minus z is equal to 0. So 12 minus z is equal to 0. I'll just take this minus z to that side. I get 12 is equal to z. I'll complete the final statement. I'll just say therefore z is equal to 12. I'm just interchanging. I'm just bringing the z to this side. Minus z was the children. So I'm just taking this minus z to the RHS part. So I get z. So writing down in a proper order. Z is equal to 12. So we have found the value for z, which is equal to 12. So we have found the value for x, and also we have found the value for z. Now one more thing is left. Yes, we have to find out the value for y. Okay. What are we going to do here? We can use any one of the equation. We can use any one of the equation to get the value. Okay, I'm going to use the third element over here. Third one, that is the second row, first element. X plus y plus 7. X plus, so this corresponding element is equal to the corresponding element over here. So x plus y plus 7 is equal to 1. We know the values, yes, we know the value for x. Yeah, 4. So put here 4 plus y plus 7 is equal to 1. 4 plus y plus 7 is equal to 1. I'm going to add the numbers. 4 plus 7, 11. Y plus 11 is equal to 1. take the plus 11 to the RHS side. So y is equal to 1 minus 11. 1 minus, be careful children, plus minus. Plus minus, minus, yes. So 11 minus 1 is 10, okay. Sign of the bigger number, minus 1 and 11. So which is the bigger number here? 11 is the bigger number, so you have to write the sign of a bigger number. Y is equal to minus 10. You get the value for y as minus 10. So we have found all the three values, yes children, x, y and z. So let us write down the final statement for that. Write down the final statement. Therefore, x is equal to 4, y is equal to minus 10 and z is equal to 12. So this is the final answer. Always highlight your answer. So we got the value for x, we got the value for y, and also we got the value for z. So we have completed the first subpart of question number 5. You have to complete the second subpart. Okay children? Okay, now let's take the sixth question. Let's go for the sixth question. Take down question number 6. Find x and y. Find x and y if. Okay, if you have completed, shall I rub this sum children? Okay, I'll rub this sum. So it will be easy for me to do the next. Okay. Let's take down the sixth question. We have to find out the value for x and y, and they have given you equation type over here. X 4 minus 3 plus y minus 2 3 is equal to 4 6. Okay, so we have to solve this. So this is like a scalar multiplication. Don't get confused with these terms. You don't feel like, oh, what is this over here? So you are being given with a matrix x into 4 minus 3 plus y minus 2 3 4 6. And here the thing is to find out the value for x and y. So let's see how to solve this sum. Let's start children. First of all, let us go for the multiplication part. Let us multiply the matrix with the given, like here for this matrix you have to multiply by x. There is the first matrix you have to multiply by x, and for the second matrix you have to multiply by y. Let's go for the multiplication part here. So this is you get here 4 into x. X into 4 means you write down as 4x minus 3 into x minus 3x. Be careful children, this type of questions are very important. You may get this question for 2 mark. Yeah, you will have this question for 2 marks. This is an important question. They always ask this type of question. Sometimes they may change the question and they may ask the question for application as a 5 mark question. So be careful children. So 4x, 4 into x, 4x, minus 3 into x, minus 3x, plus is the main sign, minus 2 into y, minus 2y, 3 into y, 3y. Here no need to do any changes, you have just the matrix. So keep the matrix 4, 6 as it is. Is the first step clear children? 4 into x, 4x, minus 3 into x, minus 3x, plus is the main sign, minus 2 into y, minus 2y, 3 into y, 3y, and here 4, 6. Now let's go for the next step. Now here this question is a type of equation, like you have to solve the equation and you have to get the value for x and y. Okay children? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the first matrix. Okay, first I did the multiplication, scalar multiplication. Okay, I'll just do one more step. I plan to do it directly. Okay, I'll just do it, I'll do one more step. So what is this? Is 4x plus, I have told you, you can add the matrix of the equal order, all same order. So you can add, this is, how many rows are there here? 2 rows, 1 row, 2 row, and how many columns is there? 1, so 2 cross 1. How many rows are here? 2 rows. How many columns are there? 1 row, so 2 and 1. So we can add this 2, yes? So let us do the addition here. So 4x plus minus. What is the plus minus sign? Plus minus is minus. We have already studied. Plus minus is minus. So 4x minus 2y minus 3x plus 3y. This is equal to 4, 6. So we have added the matrix 4x plus minus is minus 2y. This is minus 3x, so I have to just take it as minus 3x plus 3y is equal to 6. So we have done the sec. Now this is the equal matrix. So I am just going to give the values. So I get here 4x minus 2y is equal to 4 minus 3x plus 3y is equal to 6. So what do you get here? 4x minus 2y is equal to 4 minus 3x plus 3y is equal to 6. So I am just going to give this equation number 1, equation number 2. So we have many types of, we have very different ways, children. You have to just solve it and you have to get the answer. We have just solved the equation in our 9th standard, if you remember. We have solved the equation and we have got the value for x and y. So if you have to solve, you have to get the equation or you have to get the coefficient same. So if you get the same coefficient, what happens is we can cancel one of the terms and we can find out the variable, one more variable. Are you getting my point? See here. Now what is the coefficient of x here? 4. And what is the coefficient of x here? Minus 3. So what is the thing is, you have to make the coefficient same. So first of all, you make the coefficient of x to be equal, and once you make the coefficient of x equal, what we can do is, we can cancel the x term and you will get the value for y. And once we get the value for y, you have to substitute in any one of the equation and you have to get the value for x. If I just say orally, you will be confused. You will be in totally confusion. Yes, children? Okay, so let's do the sum. I'll be just giving you an explanation for step by step. Okay, children? The first thing is, what is the coefficient of x here? It's 4. What is the coefficient of x here? Minus 3. I want the coefficient to be same. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to multiply by 3. I'm not going to take the sign. Just multiply equation 1 by 3 and equation 2 by 4. Getting my point? What are we going to do? We are going to multiply equation 1 by 3 and you are going to multiply equation 2 by, not 2, it's 4. Why I am going to multiply? I am going to multiply because I want to make the coefficient same. Okay, so what I am going to do? I am going to interchange the coefficient. That is, I am going to take the coefficient of x and I am going to multiply to the first equation. I am going to take the coefficient of x and I am going to multiply to the second equation. Is the step clear, children? Okay, now let us go for the multiplication. So you are going to multiply by 3. So 12x. 4 3s are 12x, 2 3s are 6, y, 4 3s are 12. Do not change only one term. You have to change the whole term. Whole terms should be changed. You cannot just do the changes in particular term. So when you are multiplying by 3 means you have to multiply the whole term. So 4x into 3, 12x, minus 2y into 3, minus 6y, 4 3s are 12. Let us multiply by 4 here. Do the multiplication, children. Try out the multiplication. Okay, now let us go for the multiplication part. So, what do you get here? I hope you are ready with the answers. Let us check the answers. 4 into minus 3. That's minus 12x. That's all. Okay. 4 3s are 12y. Plus 12y. Be careful with the sign, children. You have your plus. So, plus 12y. 4 6s are 24. So, we have got a new equation. So, first I had equation 1 and equation 2. Now, we have arrived at equation 3 and equation 4. So we got two equations is 12x minus 6y is equal to 12, minus 12x plus 12y is equal to 24. So now what we are going to do here is, see here children, they are the same numbers, yes, but with a different sign. When you have the same number with a different sign, you can just do the addition work. What are you going to do? You are going to do addition. So put here plus sign, or otherwise you put here plus. We are going to add 3 and 4. We are going to add 3 and 4, and you put here also the sign, plus sign. I have told you when you are doing the addition, you are not going to change the sign. So you have to keep the sign as it is. So 12x minus 12x gets cancelled. Minus 6 plus 12. What is the answer for minus 6 plus 12, children? Minus plus minus. Minus plus minus. So 12 minus 6, 6. Okay, done. 6. Sign of the bigger number, plus. So 6y is equal to 36. 2 plus 4, 6. 1 plus 2, 3. 3. So you get 36. So what is the answer for y? Therefore, y is equal to 36 upon 6 is equal to 6. We got the value for y is equal to 6. I hope you are clear, children. So first we did the multiplication, then we added it, then we have just taken the equal matrix. Then I have told you that we want the first, or I told you that we want the coefficients to be same. So if you get the same coefficient, we can cancel that particular variable. So I changed the different coefficient to be the same coefficient. And since we were having different sign, we have just doing the addition here. If we are having the same sign, suppose if I was having 12x, that means I have to do the subtraction. Getting my point, children? So if you have different signs, do the addition, and if you have same sign, you have to do the subtraction. So we just solved it and we got the value for y. So I have to get the value for x also. Yes, children? So write down here. Substitute y is equal to 6 in equation 1. Any one of the equation. You can just put this in any of the equation. We have total 4 equation. You can put in any one of the equation. I am going to put in equation 1. So 4x minus 2. It's y, yes. So I am in place of y, I am going to write down 6 is equal to 4. 4 into x minus 2 into 6 is equal to 4. 4x minus 2 6 are 12. 4x is equal to 4. What do you get? The minus 12 goes to this side, yes? So plus 12. So 4x is equal to 16. X is equal to 16 upon 4. 4 4s are 16. Therefore, x is equal to 4. So final answer, therefore x is equal to 4, y is equal to 6. So we have arrived at the final step. So we have got the value for x. X is equal to 4 and y is equal to 6. I hope you are clear, children. This type of questions, this type of method, we have already done in our 9th standard. Clear? Okay. So question number 6, only one question was there. Yes, children? So we got the value for y. So we have to substitute in any one of the equation. It's of your choice. You substitute, try to solve it properly. Do not make mistake. This is all type of sums. We started with 7th standard. I think from 7th standard we have started this all. So you know how to follow it. Get the answer. X is equal to 4, y is equal to 6. Okay. Okay, children. Now let's go for the next question. Okay, here I would like you to give the 7th question as homework. You are going to complete 7th question as homework. Complete the 7th question as homework. Find the non-zero values of x satisfying the matrix equation. So this is of the same time like we have followed our 6th question. So first of all, you have to multiply the matrix with x and 2, then you add them and you go for the equal part. Then no need to solve this, no need to of this step. So you have to do the scalar multiplication, then you have to add the matrix and you have to get the value for x. Here only one thing, they are not asking you for more values, you have to just find out one value, that is x value. So it will be easy for you children, use the concept of equal matrix, okay? You have to use this, you have to complete this sum. So this is of the model 5. You have to use the combination of sum number 5 and sum number 6. So complete question number 7 as homework. You can complete question number 7 as homework. Okay, take down question number 8. Do the sums along with me, children. Question number 8 is an important question and they have asked many times. In the last year they have asked this question. Almost they asked this question. So it was for 2 marks. So just go for the sum. Here the question is to solve for xy. They have given you the matrix over here. X square, y square, plus 2, minus 2x, minus y is equal to 5, 8. Okay, so this they have given you. So x square, y square, plus 2, minus 2x, minus y is equal to 5, 8. Okay, children, shall we start with the answer? First of all, let's do the multiplication here. So first matrix you can keep as it is, x square, y square, plus 2 into minus 2x, minus 4x, 2 into minus y, minus 2y is equal to 5, 8. So what do you get here? X square, y square, 2 into minus 2x, minus 4x, 2 into minus y, minus 2y, this is equal to 5, 8. We can add the matrix. So write down here, x square minus 4x, y square minus 2y, this is equal to 5, 8. X square minus 4x is equal to 5, y square minus 2y is equal to 8. Okay children, it's a very easy step. So first we have used the scalar multiplication. And next one we have added the matrix. So plus minus means minus. So x square minus 4x, y square minus 2y. Okay children? Okay, now this is like a equal matrix. So you are going to take this corresponding elements to be equal. So you get here x square minus 4x is equal to 5. And also you get y square minus 2y is equal to 8. So this is of the factorization. We have to think of the factorization here. For sum number 6, yes children, for sum number 6 we use the elimination method. Now here you have to factorize because here it is dealing with one variable. The first equation deals with x variable, the second one deals with y variable. So how are you going to do? I'll take the first one, x square minus 4x minus 5. The plus, here it is plus 5, yes children? So you are going to take the plus 5 to this side. You get minus 5 is equal to 0. So what do you get? X square minus 4x minus 5 is equal to 0. Okay. Now let's use the factorization method. I'll use a T method over here. Minus 5, it's 1. So 1 into minus 5, minus 4 here. 5 is equal to 1 into 4. 1 into 5, sorry, this I'm just using the answers here. 1 into 5. So 1 into 5. How to write down here? Here it will be 1 and 5. Because for 5 it's a prime number, so you have the number as 1 into 5. So you are going to choose the number 1, 5. Now you have to get the answer 4 and 5. That is, the multiplication should be minus 5 and the sum should be minus 4. So here the answer is minus. Yes children? So you have to take the bigger number as minus. Are you getting my point? 5. How you are going to express 5 as 1 into 5. So how are you going to write down now? You just take down this number 1 and 5. So we have to insert a proper sign there. So see the sign of the number here. the number has a sign minus. That means the bigger number should be given a minus sign. Now let us check whether you are getting the same answer. 1 into minus 5, that is 1 into minus 5 is minus 5. 1 minus 5 is minus 4. 1 minus 5 minus 4. Okay. So what will be the answer? X plus 1, x minus 5 is equal to 0 because the variable is x. You are going to use the variable x. So x plus 1, x minus 5 is equal to 0. Therefore, x is equal to, the plus 1 will change to minus 1 and minus 5 will change to plus 5. So, x is equal to minus 1 or x is equal to 5. Okay, children. So, I have found the first part. So, your work is 8th question, the second part. That is, you are going to find out the value for y. So, you have to find the value for y. That is your homework. So, you have to find 1, 2 step, only 2 step, okay, you have to complete this. So, this will be a homework. Okay, children, so we had completed sum number 8, only half part, only 3 lines are left out and the 3 lines will be done by you. You have to use a T method and you have to get the value for x and y. X I have found, you have to find the value for y. Okay, children. So, with this we complete our exercise 3.17 and we will be continuing with one more exercise. We have one more exercise in this unit, yes, children? Yeah, 3.18. So, we will be continuing with 3.18 in the next class.